I'm going to take you now from the koi garden through the nice shady arbour. It's very cool and calm and green under here, as you can imagine. Look at all that growth in the top of there. From time to time I actually do need to thin it out, I think, but not just yet. It keeps some of the rain off too, as well as the heat. Either side here there's nice calm, cool, shady planting, which makes a nice break from some of the colour elsewhere in the garden. It's nice to have a bit of a calming effect as you go from one place to the other. Looking out the other end of the arbour, back up here, you can get the drift. It's rather a nice picture as you walk through to see the island, the tropical island, at the other side of the arbour there. And again on this side there's more shady planting, and probably one of my favourite sitting places if I don't want to go too far from the house for some reason. It's very comfortable to sit there. Now on this point I can go one direction or the other round the big island, which makes a nice route to walk and see different areas and different views. Again, the shadier side of the garden, perhaps. Not dense shade, but light shade, bright shade. And I actually came to rather like the fact that as the garden's matured, it's created these shady areas, because it just opened up a whole new world of plants for me, really. And as I'm sat here, again, wonderful perfumes wafting around, and I can sit on this bench here and see across into the little African hut. And I'm going to continue walking around the island here towards the bridge, which goes across what used to be a pond at the other side of the big island. There's a bench there that I can sit and look across the bridge and cross over these tree ferns into other areas of the garden. And this was once the bridge over a pond, but quite recently it's all been changed earlier this year because the pond became an old deer and sprung a leak, and it was rather too complicated to try and reline it and sort it out. And I thought, well, time for change, another opportunity for a new project, really, which I've thoroughly enjoyed doing. So I'm crossing the bridge now, and here's one of the sunny borders, looking back towards the hut. And I'm bringing you round now to what was the pond and is now an area I call the clearing. And we can step down here. I always wanted that fire bowl. Saw it a couple of years ago, and once I saw it, one of the Cat-Eye ones, I said that's the one for me. I just hadn't got anywhere to put it at the time. So I think I did this area with that in my back of my mind when making it into this clearing. Thought it was an ideal place to put one. Lots of new planting went in around this area, which has really enjoyed all the horse manure, rotted horse manure that we put in along there. There used to be a little slate pathway to go around the next island bed, but it's been blocked off now. Time for change, as I said. Several tree ferns around on this side, and I do still have a pond, which is just there. It's just a small pond, pre-formed one, and I'm very pleased with it, because the frogs and the newts very quickly found it come springtime. So I was delighted to see that we've still got the benefit of the wildlife there. There you go. And can look back towards that bridge, and it's quite nice to sit down in here and sit back and be able to look upwards, and you feel surrounded by all the plants. It's really lovely to sit here, and on a blowier day, which is lovely and still tonight, it's going to change greatly tomorrow, I believe, but you can sometimes find you're just out of the wind when you sit down in here. So I'm just going all the way round while I'm sat in this chair. So I'm going to stop there, leave the clearing, and then take you on the